In this demo, we'll see how we can control org management or personal development elements such as positions, org units, or jobs, etc. using the plog object. In our example, we will take the transaction PO13, which is for maintaining positions, and see how we can control access to these info types. For example, object is info type 1000, this is 1001, 1002, 1003 kind of info types. Now when I say object, let's say display, you can see the object description, the position description, for example. Now the relationship info type 1001 gives access to the relationship between the position 2577 and the other elements within the org units or org structure. For example, 2575, the relationship between 2575 and 2577 is that 2575 is 2577's manager. So what is the org unit? So this position is under this org unit. So 8986. So using the info type 1000 or 1001, you define the relationship. Now all this you can control using the plog object. So let's go and create a role, and we will demonstrate how this. We'll use the same info type, and then same position 2577, and we'll try to demonstrate how plog object is used to control the different activities and different info types within the transaction PO13. Let's go and create a role for this purpose. So let's say Z colon test. Okay, role plog. So let's create a role. And we'll assign the transaction PO13 and SA53. In our example, we are using to demonstrate using PO13. So let's go and assign the transaction codes in the role, and let's maintain it. Maintain the authorizations. So let's maintain the values for personal area and plan version. Save them. Now we are going to concentrate only on, within the HR authorization class, we are going to concentrate only on plog. Now let's put stars here because info type 1, 2, 3, you need access to the data coming out of those info types for the user. Now plog is the object that controls personal planning elements such as positions. Position is S and P is for person, O is for org unit. Now you get only S and P here because by default, because PO13 is for maintaining positions. If you had put something else like PO10, for example, for maintaining organization units, you would get O also here. Anyways, the info type is star here. So let's generate the role, and let's go and assign this role to the test HR user. So what we are going to do is that we'll go and check with test user, HR user, whether we have access to positions. All the info types belong that are needed for a position. So let's do that. Let's log in with test-HR user and execute the transaction PO13. And let's take this position that we looked initially, 2577. Now this user is able to see the information from all the info types for which the data exists. For example, the data for this position, data exists for info type 1000, 1001, and doesn't exist for 1002, 1003. Now, if I select object info type 1000 and say change, I'll be able to change the description of the position. Or if I want to display, I can do that. If I want to display or change the relationship between the position and the other different elements of the org unit of the position, I can change that too. So for example, in this case, the user Will Smith holds this position. So let's go and modify this role and disable info type 1000. That is what we are doing. Let's say info type 1000 is for object description. Let's go and modify this role so that the user does not have access to info type 1000. So let's go and deactivate that object and insert plog. We'll maintain the values again, and let's maintain the info type value 1001, 1002 and 1002. So right now user has access to the remaining other info types too. So we are giving access to 1001 and 1002, but 1002 he doesn't have the data maintained, so that doesn't make sense. Okay, so object type is P and S. Planning status is let's put star. Plan version is star, that's coming from organization levels. Now function code controls the activity level access, meaning display, change, create kind of stuff, activities. So put star there and subtype is star. Let's go and generate the role. And let's go into the user again and see this time what happens when we execute PO13. So this time the user can only see data belonging to info type 1001 because that's the access we gave. 1002 is not maintained, that's why you don't get 1002 here. Now if I give 1000 also, and generate the role, he will get access to the 1000 info type also now. So the plog object, object controls, like you saw, controls access to the org management elements, like such as positions in our example. Now, since the function code is specified star here, you can change the description of the object if you want, for example. Okay, so I don't have authorization to create, that's fine. But anyway, so you can change the authorizations if you have the proper authorizations for creating the transport request. But let's assume you don't want to allow the user to change the authorizations, change the relationship or the object description or any of the info types. Then you control the activity at the function level. So if you just want to let him display, then you give the value display in the function code field. So if I go back and now if I change try to hit the change, I'll get no authorization for info supposition so and so for info type 1000. Same thing if I go and do this, I don't have access to info type 1001. That is a change access, but I do have the display access. So if I click on display, it displays because DISP is for displaying the information. So the plog object controls access to org elements such as positions, jobs, org units, etc. And those info types, they are in the 1000 series. So let's go and see what those series are. For example, 1000 is for object, what kind of object it is. Then you have the relationship for 1001, 1002 is description. 1017 is for PD profiles, which you'll use, we'll see when we do structural authorizations. 1016 is for standard profiles. So these are some of the, so if you see all those info types, they're all related to org management or personal development. So vacancies for a position 1017. So in the plog authorization object, so you specify all the info types that begin with, which are in the 1000 series. So let's go and delete this and see what happens if I just star 1 star. Let's go back and execute 1013, PO13, and you'll see the info types data again. So employee group, subgroups, you'll see this position belongs to which employee group. So plog. So to summarize, plog is for controlling access to org management elements such as position, org units, jobs, users, persons, etc. So this belongs to the active employee group and employee K for salaried staff subgroup.